भाइयों और बहनों, राष्ट्रपति जी ने आपातकाल की घोषणा की है।
50 years, 50 silences. What India was never told about the emergency. India's democracy is put under lockdown. June 26, newspaper presses were raided, phones cut, nothing could be printed without approval. In defiance, Indian Express ran a blank editorial, it became a symbol of resistance. India's sharpest cartoonist was told no Indira caricatures, his silence screamed louder. BBC's Delhi bureau was shut, Doordarshan became Indira's propaganda tool. To avoid scrutiny, the watchdog was killed. Journalism became state servitude. J.P. Narayan, the man who led the people's movement, was arrested in dead of the night. From solitary confinement, wrote, "My pen is my weapon, truth is my shield." RSS was outlawed. Thousands went underground to resist. Some shakhas continued it in hiding. Over 1 lakh were detained under MISA. No trial, no charges, just a signature and you vanished into jail. Courts became spectators. Even habeas corpus was suspended. Citizens had no legal rights. Sanjay Gandhi's sterilization drive. Lakhs were sterilized, often forcefully. Quotas were set. Fear was the tool. Minors were sterilized too. Yes, boys under 18, girls under 16, documented in the Shah Commission report. Forced sterilization camps were set up in minority areas. Resistance was brutally crushed. No vasectomy quota met is equal to job gone, so they hunted poor illiterate targets. Rations were denied unless you got the cut. Villages starved in defiance. Protesters against demolitions shot dead. Eyewitnesses silenced. Delhi shame buried. Homes gaze, no warning, no rehab. Thousands homeless overnight. Even to protest demolitions, you needed permits. Orwellian laws ruled. Judges who supported Indira were promoted, loyalty over law. Supreme Court ruled no fundamental rights during emergency, a judicial betray. Constitution rewritten, PM above Parliament, above court, above Constitution itself. Justice H.R. Khanna dissented. He was denied Chief Justice post. Later, he resigned. From documentaries to dramas, cinema board to censor. Writers silenced and books banned. L.K. Advani wrote of darkness and dignity of how silence was forced but never accepted. Arrested with dynamite, George Fernandez planning to blow up tracks, not to harm but to shock the regime awake. Women led protests inside jail. Activists led hunger strikes behind bars, voices rose. In 1975, Narendra Modi changed names, appearances from sannyasi to Sikh to outsmart the police and spread truth. Nanaji Deshmukh's call for satyagraha, even in hiding, he called for mass protests. His letter became fuel for resistance. Non-Congress governments were dismantled using money and muscle. President signed on cue. Ministers bowed to unelected hands. Orders came from the shadows, not the cabinet. If you questioned emergency, you were out. Fear replaced debate. Indira broke her own party to protect her power. Loyalty mattered more than ideology. Congressmen lined up with folded hands, signing praises. Dissent meant doom. Every post, every call, every gathering tracked. Files kept, trust broken. Neighbors turned informers, colleagues turned witness. The regime made spies of us all. Not ability, not experience, loyalty to Indira became the ladder to promotion. Youngsters with anti-government posters faced midnight raids and arrest. From street plays to poetry readings, all became suspect. After emergency, a white paper exposed it all, but it was never debated in full. Even after Janta rule, no major figure was punished. The guilty walked free. Those forcibly sterilized, those jailed, those displaced, no closure, no apology. No law was passed to prevent another emergency. The constitution remains scarred. Decades later, no official apology from the party that jailed a nation. Emergency was reduced to footnotes. Students never learned what happened. Leaders like J.P. Narayan and George Fernandez, Nanaji Deshmukh remembered in stone but not in school. Newsrooms screamed daily but rarely about it in 1975. What we say today, post, tweet, shout was paid by those who were jailed yesterday. The emergency wasn't just a political event, it was a warning.